Well, I guess we back. I guess we back in the house. Guess we back in the house. I need y'all sharing. It just cut me off. I have no idea why. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have no idea why I'm not getting like any emails. It cut me off on both things. System went down. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, we back. We back. Y'all send out the shells. Damn it, we need some more shells. Need some help out here in these streets. Just planned on coming here just for just a little something. Like I wasn't really, wasn't, come in, say a few words, go ahead on about my business. Like I really wasn't, I wasn't saying nothing yet. I hadn't really got into it. Ah, but anyway, how y'all doing? Welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the overtime show on this wonderful Saturday, September the 14th, 2024. Out here in these streets. Y'all, please remember to go to a place called Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com. It is a great candle company. Owned by me. Owned by me. Everything is Willie poured. Nothing is third party. We have 10 different fragrances. If you would like to, if you like for your area to smell better than what it smells right now, y'all please go around there to pleasantcandles.com. Put your order in today. Put your order in today. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate y'all for coming on back round here. Thank you. We just gonna have to let that little last story go. I'm not even in the mood to even speak on that because it throwed me off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to JJ for the $7 cash app. I appreciate that right there. I really do. Matter of fact, let me go on and check this other and check my backup. Got that right there. Everything popping. Y'all coming on back in. It's looking good. You say, well, I shared you on all my social medias. I appreciate that right there, y'all. I be needing y'all support. Y'all see how they be coming after a player. Y'all see how they be trying to knock a player down out here in the street. Is it because I'm black? Should I use the race card now? Should I use the race card? I think that we really should only use the race card when it's necessary. And I think that is necessary for me to use the race card right now. This messing with those Pumas. They is messing with my mental. They is really destroying my mental stability or something like that right there. Something that I'm supposed to say out here to make it sound really bad. Shout out to Anna Z for the $4 cash app. I appreciate that right there for real though. You share the play on X. Thank you. You say, Willie, you better play the victim so YT can have sympathy for you. Yes, and I need to fall up under the protective class thing. I need to be under that protective class thing. I am a victim. Don't let me make my inner Keisha come out. Do not let me make the inner Keisha come out. You say, Willie, you ain't black, you mixed. Laugh out loud, you exempt. Got to be more careful. You right about that. I am mixed. I am mixed with my mom and my daddy. That's what's up. Bam. Those is Pumas. I'm over here window shopping. I'm window shopping. I ain't got no damn money. So I got the window shop. How many of y'all be out here window shopping, man? To where y'all just go online and be looking at stuff and be like, oh, man, now that's cute right there. Oh, that thing bang, but that thing will look good on me. You know what I'm saying? That thing will look really good on me. And you ain't going to never buy it because you ain't got the money for it. I be doing stuff like that. Shout out to D Boy for being a member for 9 months. He say, Willie, get your life together. He say, thought you took the church money and ran. He say, we got the best chat on YT. He say, had me crying when you went off air. Goddamn shame out here. Thought I had to ran off on the plug. No. I am not finna mess up the church's money. We not doing that right there. For real though. He said, I do all the time on the Amazon basket full. I be doing that stuff too. Listen, I will, when I ain't got nothing to do, when I just be chilling, I will go on Amazon and look up all of these things that I think that I be needing, and I just put them in the cart. I be filling my doggone cart up. Before I know it, I got my cart $7,000 something. I ain't finna buy nothing. Because I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it. Shout out to December Reed for the $2 super chat. You say, just ordered my cinnamon vanilla Reed diffuser. Appreciate that right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Got to go ahead on and get it to you as soon as possible. Appreciate that. Pleasant Candles. Y'all go around to pleasantcandles.com. Let's go ahead on and jump into this right here. Let's go ahead on and just... we gonna lead off. We gonna lead off with the lead off. This is what we gonna do. We gonna do this right here first, cause I don't like the way that this right here went. Hold on.
Or is Pastor?
All right, bam. Let me back this thing up. Get it on up here. We finna pop it off. We finna pop it off right now, real good. Bam, bam. Y'all ready to go? Let's go ahead on and get into it. Wait, how many likes we got? We don't have to get back up to the 100 likes. I just appreciate y'all being back around here on this wonderful Saturday, and we just finna go ahead on and make it do what it do right now. We have a BLM. In case you don't know who that right there is, that's Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter civil rights activist and pastor. I'm just finding out that he's a pastor too. Claims police brutality. It's claiming that they police brutality, that we had done brutalized him. The one good thing about 9 days in 2024, we had these things called cameras. We had these things called cameras. BLM activist, civil rights, pastor. Police brutality. Well, I'm gonna let you good people see what actually had done transpired. I'm gonna let you see what transpired, and we're gonna see if this brutality. Here we go.
A local pastor says a traffic stop by a Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputy sent him to the hospital. But the Sheriff's Office argues the incident could have ended with a traffic ticket if the pastor had followed instructions. So whom should you believe? News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson is live at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office now with both sides of the story. Jeff.
Who should you believe? Come on.
Good evening. The video you are about to see is difficult to watch in many ways. It shows anger, aggression, and eventually an arrest. But both the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and the pastor involved can't agree on one thing. It didn't have to end the way it did.
Yes.
August 29th, a Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputy makes a traffic stop because he believes the driver has an illegal sticker on his Florida license plate. 15 seconds after pulling the driver over, listen to the angry confrontation that happens.
I'm going to give you about 0.2 seconds to explain to me what you pulled me over for, because I have not committed any traffic violations.
The tag. You can't have that design.
The driver of the car is Pastor Carl Soto, one of the founders of Black Lives Matter in this area.
I'm a third-year law student. This is not something you want to do.
I'm just here
you
to
can see my shirt.
BLM, civil rights activist, pastor. You is a third-year college student.
Pastor Carl Soto, one of the founders of Black Lives Matter in this area.
I'm a third-year law student. This is not something you want to do.
I'm just
you
here
can
to
see my shirt.
From the instant Pastor Soto and Deputy Alex Almagar speak to each other, there is hostility. Pastor Soto says at this moment, he felt both fear and anger.
The moment he was being confrontational with me, I knew that the reason for the stop, one, was unlawful.
From
the moment he became... Say that part again.
Fear and anger.
The moment he was being confrontational with me.
The moment he became confrontational. Got it.
I knew that the reason for the stop, one, was unlawful.
From the start, the deputy tells Pastor Soto he has an illegal sticker on his license plate. This is the sticker of a joker covering part of the tag. Pastor Soto
got a joker on the tag. Remember the joker on the tag. Just pay attention.
Admits to being frustrated.
Was annoyed that he followed me for 3 miles. He followed me. He was tailing me extremely close.
Seconds after pulling him over, the deputy opens Soto's door and pulls out his taser. 4 minutes after the initial stop, he puts the pastor in cuffs.
So you're doing this over a tag?
He said you're doing this over a tag. Shout out to Hidden Hills for the $1 cash out. He say lock his entitled BLM ass up.
Okay. You just lost your job.
The Hillsborough
You just lost your job. It's funny how dog you people. Well, here. It's funny how people be telling law enforcement if they're gonna have a job or not.
County Sheriff's Office says the deputy did nothing wrong, and that Pastor Soto could have driven away with just a traffic ticket if he had given the deputy his driver's license.
Facts.
But unfortunately, Mr. Soto's actions led to this being escalated and this resulting and ending in a very different way.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office maintains that this deputy made a lawful request to see the pastor's driver's license. And in the video, you can see the pastor show his license to the deputy, but he takes it back when the deputy tries to take that license in his hand. Both, again, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and the pastor say this could have ended differently than it did.
And in Florida, in case y'all know about Florida, if you ask for your license, you must present your license if you is driving a motor vehicle.
Yeah, Jeff, that's incredible video. And just to be clear, is the pastor legally required to hand over his license?
Yes, he is. Under Florida law, if a law enforcement officer asks to see your driver's license, your proof of insurance, and your registration, you are required to show it to him. That didn't happen in this case.
Jeff Patterson live for us tonight. Thank you.
That's the law. All right, we got it. We understood that that's the law. He said that he's a third year in the legal class, and he about to be a lawyer, attorney, or something like that right there. He is trying to get his law degree. Shout out to player out for trying to get your law degree. One thing about getting your degrees and stuff like that, until you complete it and you get your degree, you don't know all the laws. Like you don't like all the laws. Like you may know some because you're still going through school. Like you got you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're in your third degree, so you done about 3, 6, 9. You done about 9 semesters, right? It's about 9 semesters because y'all be off in the summer. You ain't got all the rest of it. You tried some fly shit, but it did not work. Remember, I had done said. Remember that he said once the officer got aggressive with him, he knew that it was unlawful. Remember, he said, all right, let me put this one right here up, because they finna show the body cam from the beginning. Here we go.
Caught on camera the arrest of a local civil rights activist. He is claiming police brutality, but Hillsborough deputies say the arresting officer did nothing wrong. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is in our newsroom to explain how this all started and to show us the pretty shocking video, Evan.
Allie, yeah, it all started over a relatively minor traffic violation. The deputy noticed that Carl Soto's license plate did not abide by Florida law. So he pulled him over, and it took only seconds for things to go haywire.
You say you never know all the laws. They keep making new ones and pulling up old ones. Facts. One person can never know all the laws. Watch this.
The deputy walks up to the Kia SUV and finds a heated Carl Soto.
I'm going to give you about 0.2 seconds to explain to me what you pulled me over for, because I have not committed any traffic violations.
The tag.
That's the first thing he said. The officer walks up to the vehicle. The first thing the BLM civil rights pastor says was,
Carl Soto.
I'm going to give you about 0.2 seconds to explain to me what you pulled me over for, because I have not committed any traffic violations.
The tag.
22 seconds. Do y'all know a lot of times when we be speaking and you listen to the vibration in our throats and voices, does it sound like that we be in fear? Is that why we be talking and trying to be aggressive first?
About 0.2 seconds to explain to me what you pulled me over for, because I have not committed any traffic violations.
The tag. It was this. A license plate doctored to show the correct numbers and letters, but with a Joker graphic in the middle.
Well, let me explain something to you about the Joker graphic, and I do believe that they're going to say something about the Joker's graphic. I don't think that that's legal.
Get your watch coming out here now!
Hillsborough 2 Delta.
Now!
Can I get a 1094?
Let me call your sheriff, just so.
Remember, he just said once the officer had done got aggressive with him. Remember, that's the first thing that he said? Go ahead.
Joker graphic in the middle.
Get your watch coming out here now!
Hillsborough 2 Delta.
Now!
Can I get a 1094?
Let me call your sheriff, just so you know.
Can I see your driver's license?
What's your lawful command to pull me over?
316-605.
The deputy orders Soto out of the car and asks for his license a total of 20 times.
You have no lawful reason to open this door.
License now.
You have no lawful reason to open this door.
License
Back
now.
the hell up now.
Soto
I told y'all, like, when we be talking, we be spitting in each other's mouths, especially like if we're really, really close. Look at all the spit that's coming out.
No lawful reason to open this door.
License now.
You have no lawful reason to open this door.
License
Back
now.
the hell up now.
That's all the spit that we can see.
Soto holds up his license but says
You will not take it.
that's when the deputy takes his taser out and orders him out of the car. He tells the deputy he has trouble standing because he just had back surgery.
Your badge will be removed today. I never did anything unlawful to you.
Why do we speak as if we have the authority to fire someone? Unless you is like, well, hell, you can even be the mayor, and you still got to go through steps to fire a police officer because police officers have unions. Why do we think just as citizens that you is gonna lose your job today?
Had back surgery.
Your badge will be removed today. I never did anything unlawful to you. Have you lost your mind?
Just do what he says.
Who is in the background telling him to just do what he says? Who's saying that?
Have you lost your mind?
Just do what he says.
He has a weapon pointed at my face.
While his wife tells him over speakerphone to comply, he tells her to call a lawyer.
Shout out to his wife. Shout out to his wife. This is something that I be talking about. You ain't got that helpmate if that helpmate is not trying to talk you down off that damn ledge. You don't have a helpmate. If your mate is not trying to talk you down, she wants you to jump off the ledge. She said something that was really, really, really intelligent. Really intelligent.
Just do what he says.
Just do what he says. Simple.
He has a weapon pointed at my face.
While his wife tells him over speakerphone to comply, he tells her to call a lawyer. A minute after cuffing one arm, the deputy makes the arrest for resisting without violence. Soto called a press conference Friday, saying the arrest exacerbated his back injury.
He just had back surgery. The arrest exacerbated his back injury. Oh, his back. Yeah. Is it me, or if you just had like surgery or something, like you really don't want to be moved fast and all that stuff, why wouldn't you just give the police officer your license and your registration? And in my mind, watch this, in my mind, even because the tag wasn't what it's supposed to be, he was just going to write him a ticket. That was it.
And insisting the deputy overreacted and racially profiled him.
Said he was racially profiled.
I was treated like a criminal and thrown on the ground in the middle of a street like I was a criminal over a license plate.
He think that it was over a license plate.
I don't even see who's in the driver.
But the deputy is heard on body cam saying he couldn't have known what race he was, given his back windows were tinted.
I don't care if he knew what race he was. He had a justified reason for pulling them over. Let's just start there.
Deputies also say they've reviewed the video and found nothing wrong with the stop, the way the deputy interacted, or with the manner of arrest.
Not complying with lawful commands, not handing over his license, and just, it all could have been avoided. And that's what this didn't have to end this way, but it did because of Mr. Soto's actions.
It didn't have to end this way. It's because of Mr. Soto's actions. That word that I be using all the time, decisions. He's saying that the police officer wrong.
Soto told the deputy that he had been told by the DMV that his Joker license plate was legal, but the state does not produce legal license plates with comic book characters on them. So
said, I want y'all to understand, he's a BLM civil rights activist and a pastor. He told these people.
Soto told the deputy that he had been told by the DMV that his Joker license plate was legal, but the state does not produce legal license plates with comic book characters on them.
Wait a minute, pimp. They told me that this right here was legal. So you saying on the website or when you go down there to the tax collector to get your old tag, that you had an option to get the Joker license plate. Hold on. Because I like personalized tags too. I don't ever remember seeing a cartoon character on the Joker's tag. Watch this. He is a lying pastor. Do y'all see what the tag say? This is a Joker tag. The thing say Florida, right? It says Raider Nation. This is printed or painted over, I'm guessing the the Sunshine State. The Sunshine State has been painted over. And it says Raider Nation in Florida. Just because it say Raider Nation, he should have got a ticket. If you ain't because he in Tampa. If you ain't saying Buccaneer Nation or the Dolphins or damn it the Jaguars, you need a ticket. I'm just saying, how you gonna do a Florida Raiders Nation? Don't even sound right. You say, no, that's a tag holder. That's not a tag holder. Nope. This is the tag. Remember in the last video, they showed the complete tag without them blurring this right here out? It's painted. This is literally painted. We do not sell. You can go to Florida website right now for tags. We do not sell tags with characters on it. We don't. I'm sorry. Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash app. You say she know her husband can be dramatic and irrational. Yes. Do y'all understand that his wife didn't even much want to have that in her brain for that day that her husband may lose his life? She know that he's an activist, he's a pastor, he's a civil rights thing and all that. She know that he will be confrontational with law enforcement even when he don't have to be confrontational with law enforcement. This is kind of like these activists be kind of like using, what is the thing called? Using like racist too much. They use it at the wrong time. They use that he pulled me over because I was black at the wrong time. It didn't make no damn sense.
The way the deputy interacted or with the manner of arrest.
Not complying with lawful commands, not handing over his license, and just, it all could have been avoided. And that's what this didn't have to end this way, but it did because of Mr. Soto's actions.
Do you understand, us as parents, us as adults? Would you teach your child to handle this situation like this? He's an activist. Would you teach the youth this is how you handle a situation? You got 22 seconds to tell me why you pulled me up. Do y'all know how stupid that is? Player, this was uncalled for. This didn't even make no sense.
Soto told the deputy that he had been told by the DMV.
Watch his face when he say what he told the DMV.
Mr. Soto's actions.
Soto told the deputy that he had been told by the DMV that his Joker license plate was legal, but the state does not produce legal license plates with comic book characters on them.
Did you hear his inflection? We do not produce comic book. He said comic book. He was like stupid characters.
License plate was legal, but the state does not produce legal license plates with comic book characters on them. Soto has promised to file a lawsuit. HCSO says they have no plans to change the employment status of the deputy who made the arrest. Good. Soto faces a charge of resisting without violence and has pleaded not guilty. Allie.
All right, Evan Axel, bank it.
Player. You made Black Lives Matter look bad. You made civil rights activists look bad. You made pastors look bad. Hell, you made your wife look bad because you is a representation of your wife.
instant Pastor Soto and Deputy Alex Almagar speak to each other, there is hostility. Pastor Soto says at this moment, he felt both fear and anger.
He felt fear and anger, which he caused this on himself.
But he was being confrontational with me.
Remember that? The moment he was being confrontational with me.
But he was being confrontational with me. I knew that the reason for the stop, one, was unlawful.
I knew it was unlawful. From the moment he became confrontational.
To start, the deputy tells Pastor Soto he has an illegal sticker on his license plate. This is the sticker.
Oh. Y'all see that now? This is what it looked like. He calls it a sticker. I call this painted on. Well, this could be a sticker. It might, yeah. Could be a sticker, but how did he get the number? Well, he did something to it to even be able to show his license plate number. You say you was being confrontational with the officer. Like, listen, even if you don't like the police, this situation, police was not the problem.
Of a joker covering part of the tag. Pastor Soto admits to being frustrated.
This don't even make no damn sense. I don't know what to tell them. What do you tell your kids? You say the black joker. You say it ain't blocking the number though. Facts. You absolutely correct. But we don't sell tags like that right now. You cannot do anything. Like you literally cannot do anything to the license plate. You alter. You cannot alter a license plate. I think that is a law in the state of Florida. Can you alter a license plate in Florida? No, you cannot alter a license plate in Florida according to the Florida statute 320.061. It is illegal to alter the original appearance of a license plate. This includes airbrushing, vinyl wrapping, customizing, applying substances, reflective matters, or other materials to the license plate, obscuring the license plate. The officer, now listen. This is a Florida statute. He told us that he is in his 3rd year of law. I told you he was not finished with law school, so you do not know all the laws. In this one, you broke the law. The officer was correct for his stop. He had a reason for the stop. He said, look at them cricket numbers. Right? You cannot mess with the plates in the state of Florida. I know that. And notice they put airbrushing, vinyl wrapping, customizing, applying substances, reflective material, and other materials to the license plate, obscuring the license plate. Plate readers gonna read it. Yeah. The thing with Florida, the state owns everything, even if you pay for it. Driver's license, plates, ID, yes. Made himself look bad, and now he's using the race thing. And here's the problem, like I had them say earlier, even if you want to use the race thing, this situation, because it's on video, shows that race had nothing to do with it. Your attitude did. You know, the same thing that we be telling women. It's not about your weave. That's the problem. It's your attitude. That's the real problem. Move right along, ain't we much hold y'all that little sensitive ass stuff right there. Look, I got one that's really, really disturbing to me. This is bothering me. I want to know how y'all feel about this one. We have a real problem. This is a real problem, and y'all may need to talk to like your senators and stuff like that right there. People who is in office. We got to get these laws changed out here in the street. Gonna put it on up there. We have an Uber driver. We have an Uber driver who was found guilty of rape of an international student. Grape. International. I said that I have a problem with it. So this kind of lets y'all know that I've watched this video. I try to pay attention as much as possible to see if I'm going to have a problem, and I found the problem. Here we go.
Former Uber driver has been found guilty of sexually assaulting a passenger who was an international college student studying in Tampa. A jury convicted Steve Lewis on 3 counts of sexual battery. Now, prosecutors
3 counts of sexual battery
say that Lewis concocted a scheme through Cash App to coerce the student into sex acts under the threat of having her visa taken away.
So I can take your visa away, let me do it through Cash App, and you got to give me sex. Got it.
Fox 13's Kylie Jones was in the courtroom and has more.
He was a stranger to her, who she had known for less than 48 hours.
Hold on. This lady said he was a stranger to her, someone she have known less than 28 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
Who she had known for less than 48 hours.
2 days of testimony laid out the alleged ploy that an Uber driver carried out through Cash App to sexually assault an international student in Tampa.
She is terrified every single step of the way.
Prosecutors told a jury that Steve Lewis picked the victim up on an Uber ride last summer. The victim, who was 20 at the time, told Lewis she had a tuition payment due, and Lewis helped her set up Cash App on her phone.
She said she had a tuition payment due. It's due, so mind you, this is not the first tuition payment. She has a tuition that's due. She's an international student. He helped her set up Cash App to make the payment for her tuition. Say it again.
Payment due, and Lewis helped her set up Cash App on her phone. Prosecutors say the victim started getting threatening texts from an unknown number claiming to be an agent with Cash App. They say the so-called agent threatened to take away her visa for allegedly using Lewis's information to set up Cash App, until the victim met up with Lewis again and they sent video evidence to prove they were in a relationship.
See, now it gets confusing. Yes, but I am not using it anymore. You can check it and even close it. It's up to you. You say whether you are using it or not is not what matters. You say I am shutting it down. You say what matters is that it's a federal crime if it isn't your spouse. Okay. Got it?
An unknown number claiming to be an agent with Cash App. They say the so-called agent threatened to take away her visa for allegedly using Lewis's information to set up Cash App.
They threatened to take away her visa. How would they know that she's a visa student?
Still, the victim met up with Lewis again, and they sent video evidence to prove they were in a relationship.
They sent video evidence to prove she met up with him again. They sent video evidence to prove that they was in a relationship. Her and him. Y'all following? Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He said he coerced her with Cash App to give up the monkey. Bam!
The state says that's when the victim was coerced into performing multiple sex acts with Lewis.
Steve Lewis is the agent. The agent is Steve Lewis.
But Lewis's attorneys argue he never forced the victim to do anything.
Mr. Lewis did not believe that she thought this wasn't consensual.
Prosecutors.
He did not believe that she didn't think that this was consensual. I know it's kind of hard to hear them talk.
That she thought this wasn't consensual.
Prosecutors say Lewis preyed on the victim.
He's threatened her sometimes. He's angry at her. He's pushing her. Everything she says is not good enough.
You say he's angry with her and he's pushing. Let's see. Towards me. You type the same thing 3 times. Do you think that this is a game? You say, I don't. I am sincerely worried. Please, I apologize. Say, all right, I'm not here to waste time.
The defense pointed to hundreds of texts between the victim and Lewis. Messages where they say the victim told Lewis she had a good time with him.
They talked about their real feelings for each other. That she enjoyed Mr. Lewis. He was respectful to her. He was not pressuring her.
It only
back that little piece up because they got text messages, and it's crazy because they didn't show us the texts.
told Lewis she had a good time with him.
They talked about their real feelings for each other.
They talked about their real feelings for each other. She said that she had a good time with him.
That she enjoyed Mr. Lewis.
She enjoyed Mr. Lewis. This is what they said, that they got this in Texas now, which again, I don't know why they didn't show it.
He was respectful to her.
He was respectful to her. Remember the lady had done said that she had only knew him for 26 hours or 28 hours or something like that?
He was not pressuring her.
It only took the jury about an hour of deliberation Friday afternoon to come back with a verdict.
The defendant is guilty of sexual battery under specified circumstances as charged.
Lewis is now expected to be sentenced next month. Kylie Jones, Fox 13 News.
Wow. In less than an hour, they found him guilty. Wow. Yes, she's a victim. Yes. Wow. They have evidence. So we just not gonna pay attention to the evidence?
That she enjoyed Mr. Lewis.
Victim told Lewis she had a good time with him.
They talked about their real feelings for each other. That she enjoyed Mr. Lewis. He was respectful to her. He was not pressuring her.
It only took
He was respectful, wasn't pressuring her. She says she enjoyed. This is what they found. They have proof that he didn't force her to do anything. I don't understand. You say, lady, I'm gonna need for y'all to start using y'all creeper thinkers. Y'all creeper thinkers, cause these sus dudes always look like they do freaky stuff in private and public. Just look at them. He said she changed her mind, Willie, so he gotta go to jail. That's a fact. It's a whole problem. The story is just crazy to me. Sounded like he said that he was her sexual preference. He said not he was respectful. Yeah. He was respectful. She told him that she got to make a payment. This the Uber driver.
Picked him up on an Uber ride last summer. The victim, who was 20 at the time, told Lewis she had a tuition payment due.
She had a tuition payment due. What the hell what type of conversation was y'all in? I got a tuition payment due. Ooh, can you help me set up Cash App? She's 20. I know that y'all thinking, well, Willie, she's an international student. She doesn't know how Cash App works. And how many of y'all would believe that? She's 20. I don't care what part of the country that you in. You know about Cash App. And hell, she in the great United States of America. She know about Cash App. But I'm going to need for you to go ahead on and set up the Cash App. Really, really smart. I think some laws need to be changed out here because y'all is under, the system is still under this believe all women. She's a victim. She's a victim. She could never have consented. Hell, I got a story for y'all real quick. And remember, y'all, thank y'all for coming on in here. They had to cut us off early and we had to come on back. We need some more likes. I need some more thumbs up out here in these streets. Y'all, please share. Can I get y'all help out here? I need your help. We're damn near 200 in the building. Can we get damn near 200 thumbs up, y'all? We got to keep this thing pushing. We got to keep pushing so we can be out here, man. You say, why use Cash App and not just open up a bank account? Make a lot of sense to you, huh? It make a lot of sense to me too. And it seems to me as if she was trying to use Cash App to make, well, hell, hold on. She said that she had a payment, a school payment, a tuition payment. So she's setting up Cash App to make the school payment. If you're using Cash App to set up the school payment, the way to put money into your Cash App, you need a bank account. So why does she need him to set up a Uber, a Cash App while in the Uber? Why does she need that to happen? We play too much. But I think that they really found him guilty, and they really pushing this thing is because she's an international student. I think the jury was coerced, forced. I think that they was forced because we don't want them international problems. I truly do believe that. Believe all women. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. We got a teacher. Listen to this story. Talk about waiting. Talk about taking your time to come forward. We have a teacher who is accused of fathering a child with a student. You know, typically like women mothering a child with a student. We have so many mothers who have sex with students and they keep the babies. Just as stupid, but they keep the babies. So we have a man who fathered a child with a student. I wonder what year this was. Because why didn't I get this story, and why wasn't I able to present this and talk about, oh my God, we have a father who a man who fathered a child with a student. I've never done a story like that, if I'm not mistaken. How many stories have I done to where a man impregnated a student? I can't remember one to where a man impregnated a student and the student kept the child. I've never did a story like this. But anyway, what year was this?
We begin with that teacher out of Orange County. He's being investigated for fathering a child with an underage student 35 years ago. Good evening, everyone. I'm Annabelle Sedon.
It was 35 years ago?
No.
And I'm Colleen Williams. That's not the only allegation of an intimate relationship with a student. NBC4's Hetty Chang live right now in Cyprus, where the teacher was teaching until just recently, Hetty?
He done lost his job after something that he did, allegedly, 35 years ago.
Yeah, Colleen and Annabelle,
bad as we need teachers.
Just spoke with a former student who did not want to talk on camera, but he says that he's absolutely shocked because he says that Steve Graves was a really great teacher. According to the school website here at Lexington Junior High School, Graves was the band director here for the past 11 years, and now the school district is looking to fire him.
Y'all understand, 35 years ago, this was in the 80s. Yeah. Where there was a lot of high schoolers smashing teachers on the regular.
On Lexington Junior High's website and Facebook page, 61-year-old Steve Graves is celebrated as a popular band teacher. The post from when Graves won OC Band Teacher of the Year in 2018. But Anaheim police say Graves started his more than 30-year teaching career at Loera High School in Anaheim, where at the time investigators say he had intimate relationships with two of his students.
Our detectives.
He had intimate relationships with two students. So two girls wanted an older man.
Immediately started to investigate the case, and they learned that there was another second victim who was a student at the same time and had an intimate relationship with the same teacher. That second victim also had a baby with this teacher.
Back that little piece up right there. He did what with the first one?
And they learned that there was another.
Okay.
Our detectives immediately started to investigate the case, and they learned that there was another second victim who was a student at the same time and had an intimate relationship with the same teacher.
I don't like that we keep calling them victims when nobody was forced to do something, but I do understand because you can't consent to an adult, but just...
That second victim also had a baby with this teacher.
And the second victim must have did not told their mama and or their daddy who the daddy was.
Child is now in their 30s. Police say the mother came forward after all these years about 3 weeks ago, showing up to the police department to report the relationship.
She showed up to, I want y'all to, she showed up to the police department to tell. The mother, not even the child, the mother showed up to the police department.
to the police department to report the relationship. A statement from the Anaheim Union High School District says in part, the district was shocked, saddened, and upset to learn of credible allegations made on social media claiming Graves sexually abused two former high school students 37 years ago.
That's 37 years ago. Oh, she had the baby 35 years ago, so 37 years ago.
It's indisputable that he fathered a child with a student here at Loera.
We tried unsuccessfully to reach Graves at his home and also by phone. He also taught at Ball Junior High School. Because of Graves' long teaching career, investigators are looking into whether he victimized other former students.
As a father myself of a daughter who is in high school right now.
As a father myself of a daughter who's in high school, I don't want my daughter to be a whore either. Your daughter smashing too, Mr. Police Officer.
This case is deeply disturbing to me.
Your daughter like adult men too, Mr. Officer.
As a father myself of a daughter who is in high school right now, this case is deeply disturbing to me.
I bet your daughter like Drake. I bet your daughter like Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and some other people.
Me, yeah. As it would be to any parent, you know, we trust our children when they go to school to be in the care and custody of our teachers, our educators, and when you hear about something like this, it's really disturbing.
Notice that he didn't say that we trust our children to make good decisions. Why? Because we don't want to put the sexual decisions on our children when our children make sexual decisions.
The care and custody of our teachers, our educators, and when you hear about something like this, it's really disturbing.
Yeah, right. I bet she like some Chris Brown, some Justin Bieber. Yeah. She is willing to take her panties off and give them to usher them. I can promise you, your daughter get turned on by adult men that she wouldn't mind smashing right now. We just play too much in society. I trying to tell y'all, we run off the lie. We run with the lie. We live according to the lies. We don't run off truth. Nope.
Graves has not been arrested. The Orange County District Attorney's Office says because of the statute of limitations, they cannot prosecute these two cases, but they will stay in touch with police.
Do y'all understand that this bitch mad? This hoe so mad. This happened when he was in his 37 years ago. Well, 30 years ago, he was 31. They said 37 years ago. 31 subtract 7 subtracted 31 23 24. He was 24. Oh man, he was 24 smashing the high school. Y'all play too much. He said fat ass 35-year-old say Drake fine. Listen. I was saying that for the police officer's daughter because he said I have a daughter too, and Abba, my daughter. Watch it.
Who is in high school right now.
Watch it.
Of a daughter who is in high school right now.
Victimized other former students.
As a father myself of a daughter who is in high school right now, this case is deeply disturbing to me.
It shouldn't be deep. I just told you it shouldn't be deeply disturbing. It shouldn't be deeply nothing. I told you all the people that it's a possibility that your daughter will smash right now. And I know as an officer that you will get upset with me as an officer. I get it. But we don't want to face the truth. And say, yeah. See, in Florida, we got the Romeo Juliet law. She can only a 4-year span. You know, if you're 14, you can smash at 18. Yeah. Something like that right there. It's a 4-year thing. But couldn't smash a 24-year-old back in the 80s, which there was so many on smashing back in the 80s. 20-some-year-old, 30-some-year-old teachers. Think about it. This teenager was able to have the child. Wait a minute. I just thought about it. The mother, which is the one who he had sex with, came forward and went to the police. the one who he had sex with, and she produced a child, came forward to tell the police that she had sex with her teacher 37 years ago. Why would y'all think that she would do that? Was they in contact with one another? Was they in contact? Did he owe child support or something? Did she run into him and ask him for some money and he denied her? Did she want a relationship and he didn't?
And to report the relationship. A child is now in their 30s. Police say the mother came forward after all these years about 3 weeks ago.
The mother came forward after all these years, and this bitch is a victim. She was not forced to have sex, although she could not do that word thing. She could not say yeah. She damn it. She couldn't consent. She couldn't consent. Although she couldn't consent, that bitch was not forced. She got impregnated and kept the damn baby. Yes, Willie, she was underage, unable to consent. Yes, she's unable to consent. That's the only problem. But she consented. Legally, she could not consent, but she consented, meaning that she was not forced. When I'm saying it like this right here, when I say that she consented, meaning that she was not forced, but she could not legally consent. That's what it got to mean. She kept the baby. She probably wanted a relationship with him back then, but he couldn't do it. I get it. So why he must run down to the police station now? It makes no sense. Your child grown. Shout out to Sensei for the $2 super chat. He say Romeo was 17 with a 13-year-old. He say what that law mean? Listen, yeah. The law is a 4-year span. A 4-year span, but they say that not even a 13-year-old can consent. It has to be from 14 and up. So, yeah, but that's where they get that law from. Old Romeo, Juliet, them. Yeah, they were smashing like a whole bunch of our grandmas and them back in the days and stuff like that. Yeah, back in AD and BD and BC and all that fly stuff right there. Once you was willing and once you was able, you started to smash and or get smashed.
Showing up to the police department to...
I would have not taken her police report. I would have not taken her police report. You say she was grooming the teacher. I can believe that right there. It was something that made her come forward now. They full of it. I know she's a victim. That's what y'all say. That's what they say. That baby a victim. Not in my mind. Nope. Victims is ones who is forced, in my opinion. You forced, you've been beat, and you know what I'm saying? That's force, and we do not condone that. Yeah, no police report 35 years ago. Not at all. Nope. Because if it was, they would have said it. She had no complaints until now. It seems to me like she's one of them broke mammies who needed some money. And she went to the police officer and she did not know, or maybe she was trying to find out the statute of limitation, which she could have Googled that, but it's slow. You know. Hell, she might try to sue the school board. Bitch might try to sue the school board because she broke right now. That bitch ain't put up no type of savings or nothing. No savings. So in my mind, she is in her 50s. Shout out to Sensei for the $5 super chat. He said you read that wrong, Pastor. Romeo was 17. Juliet was 13. Both teenagers. So what does the law mean? Oh, the law means that they can that you can consent. It's a consent law. So a 14-year-old can consent to a 18-year-old as long as it's a 4-year span. 15 up to a 19. It's something like that right there. It's a 4-year grace period. So like everybody in high school can smash everybody without going to jail, which is also crazy because states like Illinois, they don't have a Romeo Juliet law, and the age of consent is 17. Back when we used to talk about R. Kelly and stuff, and I was like, well, everybody in Illinois need to be in prison because they don't have a Romeo. Well, they did not have like a grace period, a Romeo Juliet law in Illinois. And I was like, if y'all gonna take Kelly to jail, then everybody around there need to be in jail because people had boyfriends and girlfriends and they were smashing, making babies and shit. Say no statute of limitation on child support. You right about that right there. I did a story a while back to where a lady got child support from a dude, I think from 60. I think it was after 50 or 60 years. This bitch went back and put a man on child support because he had done moved to Canada or something like that. But once he moved back to the States or something, hit his ass with that child support. I was like, wow. Which she did not go for child support back then. She waited 50 or 60 years to then put him on child support. And got it. Yep. No statute of limitation on it. He said, I still think it's wrong for a man to prey on a child 13 to 17. It is too many grown women out here. Well, we always kind of under the understanding, or it seems like we is under the belief that females don't prey on that females don't prey on males. We always look at it as males preying on the females. But you did say, I still think it is wrong for a man to prey on a child. Oh, damn it. I read it wrong. My bad. I still think it's wrong for a man to prey on a child 13 to 17. It's too many grown women out here. All right. Oh, yeah. So my statement was about to be right. We also act like teens don't prey on adults. I'm not saying that is right. But when we be using the word prey and groom and all that shit, we always assume that the adult was the one doing it. I'm not saying that is right. Again, the young folks know how to groom and coerce, and especially females know how to manipulate. Period, point blank. Just saying. Let's go to Houston. You see what that say up there? Child trafficking. We do a lot of talking about child trafficking. Say teens do prey on adults, but as an adult, you need to resist. Think with the right head, Willie. You was correct. We should be able to say the same thing about a teenager. They should be able to resist also. We're all humans. We all we not all. But as long as you understand right from wrong, good and bad, legal and illegal. Once you understand that right there, the teenagers should be able to do the same thing that the adults do mentally. We should be able to resist some shit that we actually want to do. You say the adults need to have sense. And again, the teens need to have sense. These teens make decisions every single day that will shape their lives and or shape other people's lives. So they need to have some sense too. Remember, these are the same people who we say can choose their gender, and these are the same people who we say can become parents. In my mind, if they shouldn't have any sense, then they should not be allowed to be parents. Say, Willie, what was that movie that Kevin Spacey, with Kevin Spacey, where the high school girl next door was grooming him? Yeah, it happens. Like art imitates life. Oh yeah, Kevin Spacey movies. I know what you're talking about. Was it the girl next door? I don't think that it was the girl next door, but that was. Damn it. Is it the pay it forward? I don't think it was the pay it forward thing. I can't think about it. I know what you're talking about though. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Bam, bam, bam. He said, don't be twerking around here. Shout out to Scud Nation for the $2 super chat. He said American Beauty was the movie. It was American Beauty? That was with Kevin Spacey? I'm looking at all of his movies. I'm trying to see where the American Beauty. Or maybe it was American Beauty, but Kevin Spacey, he didn't play in it. American Beauty, the movie. Oh yeah, that was 1999. 1999, American Beauty. Mm-hmm. All right. Some adults should not be allowed to be parents. Oh, facts. I am with you 1,000% on that right there. They need to put a law on kids talking to adults. I've been saying it for the longest. We would never fix. Well, hell, we would never fix it. But we would never bring the numbers down when it comes down to adults and teens having sex until we charge both. Until you hold both accountable, you would never fix the problem. You say American Booty. Listen to this right here, y'all. Wait. Kevin Spacey got his brains blowed out in that movie. Oh, really? I may have to go back and watch the movie. A telesales operator becomes disillusioned with his own existence and begins to hunger for fresh excitement in his life. She say as he experienced a new awakening of the scenes, his wife and daughter also undergo. I thought that they were finna say underage. I was finna say wife underage. No. Change that serious effect. I need to go back and watch this movie. But anyway, y'all. You say a 16-year-old looks like a 26-year-old these days, and these girls play on this shit. Facts. That's why when I do a lot of stories, I often ask the question, well, how old does she look? And y'all throw your numbers out. You all throw your numbers out. Mm-hmm. She look 25. That be look 30. That be look 16. That be look 14. You know what I'm saying? And I do that on purpose to show y'all we can think it's this when it's actually that. You don't know just by looking. You don't know by looking a lot of times. And especially if they got these little bodies. It's over for a whole bunch of you players. Listen, boy, y'all better be careful. Yeah, can go to prison. Yeah, can go to prison because these little girl bodies be out here banging. I'm just trying to tell you something. Just hear what it is. That's a fact. So be careful out here. Damn it, I want to say you got to ask for ID, but you got to ask for Social Security and all type shit. You got to meet their mama them. Like, here. Well, I don't want to say like if she don't got a job because there's so many females who don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? And it's adult females that don't have jobs, so we really can't base that on if you is an adult or not. You say the 14-year-olds look old out here. They looking old out here. They say this country is crazy. You say back in the days, you could buy a 12-year-old for a goat and a chicken, and it was okay to survive. Yeah. Yep. A long time ago. Hell, they still do it in other countries, don't they? Let's go ahead on and talk this child trafficking. But listen, I gotta let y'all know. Follow the law. We do not go against the law around here in these streets. Follow the law. If you're following the law, I'ma back you up. If you're following the law, I'ma back you up to the fullest. Release my dog and all that flash right there. Follow the law. If your state say this, then your state say that. If you want to be in a state where it's a little bit lower, then you need to go around into that state though. Follow the laws of the land. For real. Listen, we have a Houston hotel worker who was arrested on child trafficking and sex assault charges. Listen to this story. Wait, hold on. Hey, let me. I might as well grab it. Yeah. Child trafficking. Houston hotel worker arrested on child trafficking and sex assault charges. Here we go.
A Houston hotel employee arrested on child trafficking and sex assault charges. Thank you for joining us at 6 o'clock. I'm Daniela Guzman. Keep this off. Authorities arresting 66-year-old Tyrone Berry after a joint operation with Harris County Sheriff's Office.
They say Tyrone is 66. What?
66-year-old Tyrone Berry. 66. Authorities arresting 66-year-old Tyrone Berry.
Man, can somebody tell Tyrone or ask Tyrone, man, how he did it? Tyrone look good for 66, man.
For a joint operation with Harris County Sheriff's Office and the District Attorney's Office. KPRC2's Roll One Belogan live from the county jail where Berry remains tonight.
You say, bro, look, 35 out here. For real, though. He must eat his vegetables.
Yeah, Daniela, I want to let everyone at home know on their screen right now is a QR code that will take you to a number of resources because, unfortunately, human trafficking is more prevalent than many of us realize. So pull out your phone if this is you or a loved one. Scan that QR code and it'll take you to available resources.
The sad reality is it's not uncommon because that's the way trafficking works.
Human trafficking survivor turned advocate Rhonda Kirkendale reacts to the arrest of 66-year-old Tyrone Berry, charged with trafficking of a child, compelling prostitution of a child, and 2 sexual assaults of a child.
So many times people think it's some physical abduction of the body, but in reality, it's a mental abduction of the mind.
Court say Tyrone be real laxed out here, for real. He got that little lamping face like I just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what she said right here.
Abduction of the body, but in reality,
it's a child and 2 sexual assaults of a child.
So many times people think it's some physical abduction of the body,
yes,
but in reality, it's a mental abduction of the mind.
Mental abduction. How many of you players out here is mentally abducting these babies?
Court documents allege Berry met a minor who ran away from a group home and dropped off at the North Villa Inn on North Freeway.
She ran away from a group home and got dropped off at the motel.
2019. Berry, who worked at the hotel, allegedly told the victim to stay in the lobby and he would take care of her when he got off work.
He'll take care of a runaway who got dropped off at the hotel sitting in the lobby, broke. I be trying to tell y'all young goods, if you're going to run away from anywhere, just believe you will have to use what God had done gave you to survive.
The work, according to prosecutors, turned into forced sex work. Records state the minor was only fed when she made money.
Trafficker.
That's like us adults. We only be fed, or we only can get food when we make money. Am I right?
Records state the minor was only fed when she made money.
Traffickers use coercion, they use fraud, and they use the vulnerabilities of kids. So when you look at somebody that is involved with the child welfare system, the very vulnerabilities that may have had them removed from their homes, those are the exact same vulnerabilities that traffickers use to groom that victim.
Kirkendall says everyone can do something to prevent trafficking.
As a community, I feel like it's our responsibility to watch out for marginalized kids and to help at-risk communities.
What can we do to prevent trafficking when people is deciding to get trafficked?
So the best thing that you can do is to become educated about how trafficking really happens.
So now we need to spend our time on and finding out how trafficking really happens when people want to be and signed up to be trafficked.
Now, Tyrone Berry scheduled to appear in front of a judge Monday morning. Reporting live.
66-year-old Tyrone Berry, charged with trafficking of a child, compelling prostitution of a child, and 2 sexual assaults of a child.
So he had sex with her twice.
Times people think it's some
She will only be able to eat when she makes some money.
physical abduction of the body, but in reality, it's a mental abduction of the mind.
Yeah, free my dog.
Court documents allege Berry met a minor who ran away from a group home.
Minor who ran away, that means that she don't want to be around there. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. He say for the saddest show pass. I appreciate that right there.
And dropped off at the North Villa Inn on North Freeway in 20.
So I wonder, how did somebody know to drop her off? How did somebody decide to drop her off at the North Villa?
On North Freeway in 2019.
Have it say 179 a week. How much is 179 times 4? Real quick. 179 times 4. 716 a month. Shit. Y'all to understand what I just helped y'all do. Out in Houston, your rent could be $716 a month. And that's super cheap because you don't pay water and you will not pay lights. All you doing is paying for room and board. Board is your meals and stuff like that right there. That's all you got to do. $716 a month. It may not be like a 5-star hotel, but damn it, your apartments that you living in right now is not 5-star. You know what I'm saying? So, and you paying $1,500 to $2,000 a month. They got it for around there at $716. I'm trying to help.
North Villa Inn on North Freeway in 2019. Berry, who worked at the hotel, allegedly told the victim to stay in the lobby and he would take care of her when he got off work.
Sit right here, I'm going to take care of you. I wonder what did she think by, what did she think that he meant by he'll take care of her? She didn't run away to like the police department or nothing like that to where she can seek out some real help. No, she stopped at a hotel. And why that hotel though? I think she know about that hotel.
The work, according to prosecutors, turned into forced sex work.
Forced sex work. And I keep trying to tell y'all, unless you is shackled, you cannot be forced into sex work. If you is free to move around and all that fly stuff, you is not forced. Maybe you get forced that first moment if somebody have a gun or a knife on you. That first moment. But once you was able to walk away freely, once you was able to holler, hell no, let me take that back. You is not forced if you is not being held against your will. Shackled down. It's if you can open up Adobe, if you still got your phone, if you can use a phone, if you got to walk a track. That's not forced.
Records state the minor was only fed when she made money.
Traffickers use coercion.
That's adults. We have people who, we have the homeless. Until they hustle them up some money, they can't eat unless they go on inside the trash can or something like that.
Use fraud, and they use the vulnerabilities of kids. So when you look at somebody that is involved with the child welfare system, the very vulnerabilities that may have had them removed from their homes, those are the exact same vulnerabilities that traffickers use.
And do y'all know the same vulnerabilities will be used throughout life? These are the same vulnerabilities of people who is not runaways. People is vulnerable when they need some stuff. A lot of us is vulnerable. We is vulnerable to our jobs because we need some stuff. We need to pay bills. We need money to do things, to take care of ourselves. So we is vulnerable every day. Adults is vulnerable. So it's just these teens is finding out the vulnerability will always be a part of your life.
To groom that victim.
Kirkendall says everyone can do something to prevent trafficking.
As a community, I feel like it's
so also in my mind, so this person could, or this teen could not say, oh, I'm not finna do this right here and call the police or run away or something like that right there. He have to go to sleep. Again, They said nothing about her being shackled. Nothing. Nothing.
It's our responsibility to watch out for marginalized kids and to...
It's their responsibility to blink. It's their responsibility to let somebody know if they have the opportunity to let somebody know. Notice how I said that right there. I was real firm and real sharp with my words. These kids have a responsibility to let people know that they is in a bad situation when they have the opportunity to. Aha, you won't catch me up. When they have the opportunity, when they get free, when they can open up a door, when they have the opportunity to scream or something like that right there, when they have a phone, when they go in and out of hotels, when they go to the gas station, when they're taking trips from Texas all the way to New York to be trafficked, when they have when they still got their damn phones in their hand, you can let somebody know. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. I'm sick of this this victimhood stuff. Everybody a damn victim. Well, I'm a victim then. I'm gonna be a victim too. You know? It's a doggone shame. Wait a minute. What do we have here? Moving right along. Let me get the teacher off. I had then I had a pastor story. I don't forget what the hell I do with a pastor story. Hold on, let me get this off the thing. Civil rights. Move that. He knocked her off. Oh, this one. I just want to say we play too much. I just want to let y'all know early. We got a baby down here in South Florida. Yeah. We got a beautiful baby in South Florida who was holding on to the hood after her boy. Holding on to the hood of a car after boyfriend of father's ex hit her and sped off. I know it's confusing. Here we go.
Also on 7 this morning, a dangerous drive when a car takes off with a woman hanging onto the hood. The victim dragged down the street, and she says the driver is a familiar face. 7's Olivia DeVinci is live in Miami where it all went down. Olivia, good morning.
Olivia.
Lorena, good morning. Yes, you're exactly right. She says that she was dragged down this street for blocks, and you can hear the horror in her voice as she, at that point, had no idea if she would live or die.
Shout out to Donald for the $5 cash app. Say OT support. He said, hope you're feeling better after SED Friday. Yes, I am. I am feeling great. Appreciate that right there. Say no.
Lucky to be alive. After a dangerous...
She said you hit me with the car. Why she could have moved out of the way of the car, but...
drive in Miami. It happened around 2 in the afternoon Thursday in the area of Southwest 17th Ave and Southwest 13th Street. Danielle Del Sol says thankfully her brother was there and captured the incident with his cell phone.
I was on the hood of the car, literally holding on for dear life.
Telling 7 News, with her hospital gown still on, behind the wheel was the boyfriend of her father's ex.
My father and his ex-girlfriend have been in a legal battle for the past 5 years, pertaining to a property.
She says she came into contact with him after spotting him in front of her home.
I get out of the car to ask him, why are you here?
And from there,
he hit me. He kept going, he accelerated. No, wait. All the way down 13th Street. I'm screaming, please stop, stop, stop. You hit me with your car.
Stop! Stop! You hit me with your car!
Why does she have to tell the man who hit her with the car that he hit her with the car?
Crying, screaming.
she says she was thrown off the car when he suddenly hit the brakes.
I slide off the car. I land on my side. I have road rash on my side.
That road rash don't play, baby. Look like you've been on a motorcycle. Go ahead.
He's making a right turn. I was able to pull my arms in, but I wasn't able to get my leg out of the way on time. And thank God I was wearing good shoes. He ran over my foot. and he took off.
An ambulance rushed Del Sol to the hospital where she says she met with police. Now she's hoping they put the driver behind bars.
I want him to go to prison. I'm definitely going to press charges. And, you know, I want to get justice. It's not okay. He almost killed me.
That's right. Right. He almost killed that baby.
So her injuries are pretty bad, but thankfully she will be okay. We did speak with police this morning, and they tell us that the investigation continues. We're in Miami. Olivia.
Investigation continues. I just want to let her know, in case she see this video here, baby, when we first saw like your face.
Pertaining to a property.
She says she came into contact with him after spotting him in front of her home.
I get out of the car.
Y'all do understand that she was acting the ass? Y'all do understand she put herself in this situation? But see, the media is not going to tell her that. Because as long as we saw her right here, watch this.
A property.
She says she came
As long as we saw her right here, she should have never been on top of that man's hood. I want y'all to understand. She's standing right here. Watch the direction she go in when I press play.
To contact with him after
she goes into the front of his vehicle. She stood in front of his vehicle because she did not want him to leave, because she was asking questions of, why are you here?
Spotting him in front of her home.
I get out.
She's one of those chicks. She probably a single mama. I don't know, but watch it.
Spotting him in front of her home.
I get out of the car.
She stepped this way. Watch this. She stepped this way and then decided to go and step in front of the vehicle. Watch
him after spotting him in front of her home.
See?
I get out of the car to ask him, why are you here?
And from there,
he hit me.
See?
He kept going. He accelerated.
No, wait. Yeah, because you thought that he was playing. Mind your goddamn business. Why is you standing in front of a 2,000-pound vehicle?
No, wait. All the way down.
And from there,
he hit me.
And listen, he was on the phone. I'm finna run this fat bitch over.
He kept going. He accelerated. No, wait. All the way down 13th Street.
Her brother say, oh, wait. Yeah, see? He held her accountable. He held her accountable. Her brother did not tell her one time, get from in front of his car.
He kept going. He accelerated. No, wait. All the way down 13th Street. I'm screaming, please stop. You hit me with your car.
Now she's traumatized. Yes, listen, she is one of these. She is one of those who want things to go her way. And if you don't listen to her, she is one who will fight you to listen to her. She's one of the ones that if you is in a relationship and you don't feel like arguing and shit, and you like, I am just gonna leave and I'll be back later. No, you're gonna stand here and you're gonna listen to me. She's one of those. And she'll block the door and that monkey get all wet and stuff. You gotta choke a bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Because she just want to be hunched. That's all it is. But she's one of those.
I'm crying.
See, she's playing the victim here. I'm crying. She got on them glasses, and like I be trying to tell y'all, them bras who be having on them glasses, they just be so feminine out here in these streets. So she putting on her femininity type thing. I'm surprised that she ain't cry.
Screaming.
she says she was thrown off the car when he suddenly hit the brakes.
All behind your daddy and me.
I slide off the car. I land on my side.
All because your daddy picked an ex who got a new boyfriend.
I have road rash on my side. He's making a right turn. I was able to pull my arms in, but I wasn't able to get my leg out of the way on time. And thank God I was wearing good shoes. He ran over my foot.
You should have told us what them good shoes is, so we could have went on outside and got us some of those good shoes, just in case we got to jump on like a hood or something like that and get ran over. But ain't nobody gonna tell her it's her fault that she was in this situation. It's her fault that she got hit by the car. It's her fault that she was on the hood. All of this was her fault. All of it. Moving right along. I ain't gonna be much over you. I know. Willie, you blaming the victim again? Yup. You say, Willie, you see the police body cam of the woman in Ohio eating the cat. Yes, I spoke on that. I think that was was it Wednesday or was that Thursday? It was one of them days the way I had them pointed out. Yeah, we finally got some footage. Let me show y'all a real smart dude right here. A real smart dude. Give y'all this right here. We have a robber. We have a person who had done robbed a little spot. He robbed the spot after leaving a job application. After leaving a job application, he robbed. You don't believe me? I know.
This Noonan man's job search ended with his arrest. Police say he robbed a restaurant but left completed job application behind.
Fox 5's Doug Evans has the story.
Some investigations are easier than others. Here's body cam video from last weekend outside a Noonan Subway restaurant that had just been robbed. The officers holding a piece of paper that employees had given him when he arrived. As he reads it, you can see he starts to understand what it is, what the suspect had left behind.
Fill out application.
It's a completed job application to a different Noonan restaurant, and it's key to identifying the robbery suspect.
Everything you would leave in an application or any other citizen would leave in an application. Name, date of birth, address.
Minutes later, police say they found 24-year-old Jaquavia Seals. It's his name on the job application.
Jaquavius with the red. Jaquavius all red.
On the job application left behind at the Subway. Police say he admitted to job hunting that day and filling out applications and gave the name of several local businesses, including Subway. Police say it started when Seals inquired about a job at Subway on Temple Avenue earlier in the day. They say the restaurant told him they had openings for day positions. They say Seals left. Apparently he filled out an application at another business and brought it back with him to Subway. After sitting at a table for a while, police say he went to the register and demanded cash.
Where he robbed them by sudden snatching the till and all the money in there and got out of the store and ran off.
They said that they was hiring. I guess he couldn't wait to start.
Police say they've charged Seals with strong-armed robbery. At the Subway, employees told police that while Seals was snatching the cash drawer, he mentioned to them that he was, well, I'll paraphrase here, in a messed up situation. Police say they're not sure.
So that means that he was in the effed up situation.
What changed his mind from earning money to stealing it? I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5
News. Changed his mind. He needed money that day.
News in Noonan.
That's all it was. He needed money that day, man. Listen, decisions, man. Got to be more careful. Oh, little buddy. Hold on. At least he complied, though. He is really compliant.
Police say he admitted
to
job hunting that day and filling out applications.
He complied. And this is how you supposed to behave, not like the BLM civil rights activist pastor. Somebody need to tell the BLM civil rights activist pastor, this is how you behave when you dealing with the police. You just comply. It's real simple. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. Just saying, like I don't understand. I just don't get it. Hold on. Let me give y'all one more, man. And I'm gonna go ahead on and get y'all on up out of here. How many thumbs up we got? Ooh, we not over 200. I need to go ahead on and quit now then. We not over 200, and I'm gonna say that I almost been here for 2 hours because we was here for 27 minutes and they had done cut us off. Then it took about 5 minutes to come on back up. So we almost at 2 hours. I'm not over 200. No, I think that was the last one. I think that right there was the last one. No, you ain't finna hustle me like this. Not finna hustle me like this. What is we doing? Nope. Damn, boy, y'all hit 200 real quick. Well, give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it 200, man. Thank you. I'm like, what is going on here? You say, Willie, the attack on children is getting out of hand. You say, are they tired of school? Speaking of schools, I got one for you already. I was ready before you said something. Gonna take it on out here. A grandmother of a stabbing victim at a high school. Parents are speaking out after a school stabbing Now y'all have to understand, just last week we had school shootings. Now we got school stabbings.
After years of violence at McKinley, parents and guardians are frustrated and terrified.
Many of them showed up outside the school today, panicked and pleading for answers, and there were very few. That includes the grandmother of the boy who was stabbed. She and others are reacting tonight. Our Dylan Morello. Talk to them, Dylan.
Dave and Kelsey, Jeanette Kenyon, the grandmother of the 15-year-old, along with countless parents and students at McKinley High School, were visibly shaken today, even breaking down into tears. A few parents say enough is enough when it comes to this type of violence, adding they will be pulling their kid from the school.
Okay. These kids are in the windows. They crying, they calling home, they calling parents, and they're denying stuff. So we just want our kids.
How many times have I been here to pick him up because there's been a bomb threat, somebody getting stabbed over the past 3 years that he's been here? Multiple times.
Sick of.
The grandmother of the 15-year-old, Jeanette Kenyon, tells us she doesn't know why her grandson was targeted, but that he will never come back to McKinley High School again and will most likely be homeschooled once he recovers.
We wanted to know.
Haven't y'all been saying that right there? We about to go to homeschooling, right?
School again and will most likely be homeschooled once he recovers.
We wanted to know why he's not being protected at school. Like, we don't understand this. Like, they have protection, they have peacemakers here. Why did he get stabbed?
Other parents tell us another concern is that it was their own kids who told them about the stabbing well before the school even notified them.
My son's best friend is sitting there texting me messages, pictures, saying that somebody got stabbed at the school, saying, please get me and your son out of here.
Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Gramalia said Monday that the school's security system worked, with the situation being stabilized quickly and school security on scene within seconds.
The school told me not to come and get him because they was safe where they was. How am I not going to come and get my kids? They safer with me.
The school told them don't come and get your child. They safe right here. They straight. Don't come up here. Sure good.
Safe where they was. How am I not going to come and get my kids? They safer with me.
Parents responded saying that is reactive security, not proactive. And while there are steps in place to resolve the problem, those aren't working.
What type of security do they have to protect our children? What type of protection do they have in here? She said they go through metal detectors, but how did the child get in there with a knife to stab him?
How did he get in with it? They bring it in their shoes. They're not checking them for real. They're not checking book bags. Half of the kids don't have a locker yet to put anything up. So they walk around with these bags on them. Ain't no telling what's in them.
Mama said that they hiding stuff in their shoes. She got a good point.
Shoes. They're not checking them for real. They're not checking book bags. Half of the kids don't have a locker yet to put anything up. So they walk around with these bags on them. Ain't no telling what's in them.
We spoke with Emmanuel Radford from We the Parents of Western New York. He tells us these parental concerns are warranted.
For those who don't know, McKinley is the most staffed building in the district. It has the most security guards, the most adults in the building. So obviously putting more security or putting more police officers is not solving the problem. So that means we got to unearth what the real issue is.
I hope they definitely got some counseling because my daughter definitely seen the stabbing. That's my thing.
My hope is that the superintendent brings all of the stakeholders to the table. This isn't a community versus the district thing. This should be all of us solving the problem together. And until we do that, we're going to continue to have situations like this happen.
Police. You say why her child dressed like that? I must have missed it. But I bet.
Tell us the 15-year-old stabbing victim is stable tonight. Superintendent Dr. Tanja Williams-Knight says their crisis response team will be at the school tomorrow, along with counselors. Still, some parents tell us their children won't be attending till a better solution is announced.
My child ain't coming back around there until y'all fix this thing on up. Let's see all outfits or something.
Within seconds.
The school told me not to come and get him because they was safe where they was. How am I not going to come and get my kids? They
got them jeans on. Them mamas got them jeans on.
Safer with me.
Parents responded saying that is reactive security, not proactive. And while there are steps in place to resolve the problem, those aren't working.
What type of security do they have to protect our children? What type of protection do they have in here?
Say the children are the problem. Stop blaming their second parents. Great point. Great point.
She said they go through
say all those single moms.
metal detectors, but how did the child get in there with a knife to stab him?
How did he get
Oh, I think I know who you
in with it? They bringing it in their shoes. They're not checking them for real. They're not checking book bags. Half of the kids don't have a locker yet to put anything up. So they walk around with these bags on them. Ain't no telling what's in them.
We spoke with Emmanuel Radford from We the Parents of Western New York. He tells us these parental concerns are warranted.
For those who don't know, McKinley is the most staffed building.
Why is her skin showing like this right here though? Why is skin showing in school like this though?
In the district, they have the most security guards, the most adults in the building. So obviously, putting more security or putting more police officers is not solving the problem. So that means we got to unearth what the real issue is.
I hope they definitely got some counseling because my daughter definitely seen the stabbing. That's my thing.
My hope is that the superintendent brings all of the stakeholders to the table,
saying, "Please get me and your son out of here."
Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Gramalia said Monday that the school's security system.
Look at the cameraman. Cameraman, why'd you showing the Buffalo police like that right there? That's old sister with a rump.
Worked with the situation being stabilized quickly and school security on scene within seconds.
That's what's up. Listen, tell your children watch 2316 your 9 at them. The children, they may have to start going to school with like magazines taped like around the guts, like they have to do in prison. Taping the books around your gut before you go fight. Something like that right there, man. It's doggone shame out here in these streets. Do y'all know school just really like started? School have not been in effect for 2 months yet. And we had 3 school shootings, if I'm not mistaken. 1 stabbing and like a couple fights. Already. I don't know what to tell her. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. He say, Willie, do you really think the majority of parents are able to properly educate their kids enough for them to be productive members of society? I'm going to say no. No way in hell. I promise you. This is why it will always be public schools. Because, see, we have the natural ability to hunch and produce children. We don't have the natural ability to educate our children. We don't have that, like we wasn't born with the natural ability to educate our children. We can raise them up, but like the educational part, we really ain't got that right there. I be kind of liking, I like stories to what? Wait, nah, I don't want to say that. What was this one right here? I don't really want to wait. Let me remove some things because I'm jumping around. Oh, that was college. Oh, all right. Let's talk about white privilege. Then you want to talk about white privilege? I'm gonna go ahead on and cut this one right here too, since we talk about this white privilege. They be saying, I like to hear brothers and sisters be having that white privilege thing. You say a victim's mother reacts. The victim's mother reacts to DC officers and the sentencing about this after this incident had done happened to where her son had done died. A lady's son had done died. Here we go.
We begin tonight with the sentencing of 2 D.C. police officers in the high-profile case of Karan Hilton Brown. The 20-year-old was killed back in 2020 after a car hit the scooter he was driving in Northwest Washington. Police were chasing him at the time of the crash.
The car hit the scooter that he was riding at the time while he had police officers on a chase. He took the police officers on the chase and he got hit by a car. Go ahead.
Tonight, 4 years later, those officers were sentenced to time in prison.
Wow.
One of them is the first on-duty D.C. police officer ever charged and convicted of murder. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Sean Yancey.
I'm Jim Manley. It was
the first time an officer has been convicted of murder. In my mind, they should have convicted some other people back in the days on other cases. I just don't see it in this case.
Emotional day in the courtroom as the judge handed down the sentences. News 4's Jackie Benson has the details and new reaction.
A courtroom artist captured Officer Terrence Sutton wiping away tears as a federal judge sentenced him to 5.5 years in prison for second-degree murder, conspiracy, and obstructing justice in the death of 20-year-old Karan Hilton Brown. Lieutenant Andrew Zabowski, found guilty of conspiracy and obstructing justice, was sentenced to 4 years. Surveillance and body camera video from October 23, 2020, shows Terrence Sutton pursuing Hilton Brown, who was on a moped in the Kennedy Street neighborhood of Northwest. The chase ended when Brown ran into an oncoming vehicle and was killed.
He ran into an ongoing vehicle. He had the police on the chase. He was running from the law. He ran into a vehicle.
The incident led to violent protests outside the 4th District Station. Both officers, who were suspended without pay after being indicted, are allowed to remain free as they appeal their convictions, a process that could take several years.
So they tore up the city because of him.
That did not sit well with Hilton Brown's mother.
Then he gets to go home. I'm just, at this moment, it's called white privilege. That's it. It's called the value of black life. How can you not put value on my child's life?
Your child didn't put value on his own life. She said it's called white privilege because they was able to stay out of jail while going through the trial, if I'm not mistaken.
The police union released a statement that said, in part, the conviction, which resulted from a politically motivated prosecution, is a grave miscarriage of justice.
This is the most unjust prosecution and sentence that I've ever experienced, and I have always respected this judge, but I'm deeply disappointed.
Terrence Sutton is the first D.C. police officer to be convicted of murder in the line of duty. Jackie Benson, News 4.
It don't make sense. How's we charging the police with murder? She said that they don't. Hold on. Let me be careful. Let me run it back right.
Lieutenant Andrew Zabowski, found guilty of conspiracy and obstructing justice, was years. That did not sit well with Hilton Brown's mother.
Then he gets to go home. I'm just at this.
Wait, hold on.
Appeal their convictions, a process that could take several years. That did not sit well with Hilton Brown's mother.
Then he gets to go home. I'm just at this.
Oh, because they didn't give them enough time. She's upset. Okay.
The incident led to violent protests outside the 4th District Station. Both officers, who were suspended without pay after being indicted, are allowed to remain free as they appeal their convictions, a process that could take several years.
Oh, so they allowed to remain free while they appealed the conviction. Oh,
That did not sit well with Hilton Brown's mother.
Then he gets to go home. I'm just, at this moment, it's called white privilege.
But then I don't even think that they should have been convicted. They are ordered not to chase scooters by the mayor. The mayor ordered them to not chase scooters.
That's it. It's called the value of black life. How can you not put value on my child's life?
And like I had done said, your child didn't put value on his own life.
The 8-year-old was killed back in 2020 after a car hit the scooter he was driving in Northwest Washington. Police were chasing him at the time of the crash.
Tonight, 4 years later, those officers were sentenced to time in prison. One of them is the first on-duty D.C. police officer ever charged and convicted of murder. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Sean Yancey.
I'm Jim Adley. It was an emotional day in the courtroom as the judge handed down the sentences. News 4's Jackie Benson has the details and new reaction.
A courtroom artist captured Officer Terrence Sutton wiping away tears.
He said yes because a child died on a four-wheeler during a chase. Do we not understand that he ran from the police? He was fleeing. Fleeing is a crime.
As a federal judge sentenced him to 5.5 years in prison for second-degree murder, conspiracy.
So we're not going to say he caused his own death. This is what we're not going to do while running from the police.
and obstructing justice in the death of 20-year-old Karan Hilton Brown.
Oh, he was not a child. He was 20 years old. He was a grown man. He was an adult. Yeah. And it looked like he was a daddy.
Lieutenant Andrew Zabowski, found guilty of conspiracy and obstructing justice, was sentenced to 4 years.
Conspiracy.
Surveillance and body camera video from October 23, 2020, shows Terrence Sutton pursuing Hilton Brown, who was on a moped in the Kennedy Street neighborhood of Northwest. The chase ended when Brown ran into an oncoming vehicle and was killed. The incident led to violent protests outside the 4th District station.
So do y'all know that the officers did nothing to him? The officer did nothing to him. He killed himself. He said, Willie, you're looking at my response wrong. Hold up. He said, not for this case. He said, yes, because a child died on a four-wheeler. Okay, so they are not ordered. They are ordered not to chase scooters by the mayor. Okay, scroll it on down. He said, yes, because the child died on a four-wheeler during the chase. I got that one. He said, all right, bam. Not for this case. Not for this case that you're talking about. Oh, all right, bam. I see what you're saying. So because the child hadn't got killed before, they is not supposed to be chasing. Got it. I think I got it.
Both officers who were suspended without...
So if they're not supposed to... Well, all right. Okay. So if they're not supposed to be chasing, then they are at fault. If they're not supposed to be chasing, then they are at fault. Yes. I don't think that they should get like a lot of time and all that flashy right there, but they should hold some responsibility.
Pay after being indicted are allowed to remain free as they appeal their convictions, a process that could take several years. That did not sit well with Hilton Brown's mother.
Then he gets to go home. I'm just, at this moment, it's called white privilege. That's it. It's called the value of black life. How can you not put value on my child's life?
Shout out to Donald for the $1 cash app. He said the other cash app failed again. Yes, I am looking at the main cash app is failing, but shout out to you good people who was hitting the backup cash app. Thank you.
DC Police Union released a statement that said, in part, the conviction, which resulted from a politically motivated prosecution, is a grave miscarriage of justice.
This is the most unjust prosecution and sentence that I've ever experienced, and I have always respected this judge, but I'm deeply disappointed.
Terrence Sutton is the first D.C. police officer to be convicted of murder in the line of duty. Jackie Benson, News 4.
We begin tonight with the sentencing.
That's what's up. Listen, so this is a learning situation. We can all learn from this right here. One, don't run from the police. And one for the police officers, if you is in like a county and or a state that you're not supposed to be chasing people, don't be chasing people. And then like you won't go to jail and stuff, or you won't be on trial to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So let's all learn from the situation. Bam. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much holy. I am watching Twitter right now, and these people say the mainstream media lied once again, and of course Trump was right. We have now we're seeing videos of people eating the animals. I am watching one now that I am going to share on my Twitter of somebody barbecuing an animal. I don't know if this is a damn cat, but the cat done been skint and shit. They own the grill, and the grill hot. Wow. We starting to see more and more of what they said was not true. Which even when I talked about it, I was saying if we don't have video, then this shit ain't true. Like, because you cannot tell me that so much of something is happening, and the people in the communities are saying that these things are happening, and ain't nobody recording. I say, now that's a problem. But I did speak on. We had the body cam where they had done the arrest of the beautiful baby out here for eating the cat. We doing the most. Shout out to D for the $2 super chats. These you said the Kia boys watching the Willie Williams show live now. Happy. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all, man. I really, really do appreciate y'all. Let me see what we got right here. Damn, we 16 past the hour, so I guess I done made up for that little time that they had done cut us off. Y'all listen. Y'all give yourselves a pat on the back, man. Y'all done made it to the end of this overtime show. I'm glad that y'all around here. We got 224 thumbs ups. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, thank you, thank y'all, man. Please remember, go around to the Willie Williams Show 3 channel. The Willie Williams Show 3 channel, so y'all can watch the standalone videos out here in these doggone streets. I think I'm gonna do some more today or something like that, so I'll be able to put up some more. But thank y'all for already going around there and watching some stuff and sharing some stuff, man. I really do appreciate it. Like I always say, I hope that y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all enjoyed. I just want to step on in and step right on that. You know what I'm saying? For real, though. Hold on, let me hit that right there. Bam. Do that. You said another great sadness, silliness show. You know what I'm saying? I try to bring a little extra fun on Saturday because you know what I'm saying. We just lamping. We ain't politically correct, and we ain't trying to take stuff that goddamn serious shit. It's the weekend. We supposed to be lamping and having a good doggone time out here, enjoying life the way that we is supposed to be enjoying life. Because through the week we got to be like adults, like we got to be serious and all that, all that. I'm just saying. Y'all please remember go around to the Willie Williams Show 3 channel. Y'all please remember go around to pleasantcandles.com. I appreciate y'all, man. I really, really do. And thank y'all so much. Just thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm going to see y'all on Monday. I'm out of here, man.